During the time when the My Hero Academia was originally published in Japan and later the Japanimation was broadcasted throughout Japan as well, it helped to revolutionize American-style superheroes and even superheroines from a Japanese point of view. While the manga was written well, there were notorious examples of characters or plots being underrated or unresolved. But the speculative scenario is this: that time when Red Riot and Fat Gum combined their quirks, superpowers or abilities that were explained in the manga as quirks gave their users various attributes or talents, which were the focus of the story. However, the understandable and expected focus of the plot was on Izuku Midoriya, and although there were other characters in the expanded lore for My Hero Academia, nearly every fight depicted in the manga and anime of the time were of an All Might or Midoriya focus, as their powers or their struggles, and most of all their interpretations of what drives them to be heroes, are what ultimately makes them victorious in battle. Continuing with this premise, other heroes or heroines when in battle often used or displayed their quirks by themselves. Rarely were heroes or heroines in battle together with others who through circumstances had them use an attack together or even fight together. One of the few times in the original series where heroes teamed up and fought together was the example of Kirishima and Toyomitsu. During events in the Hasaikai raid, Red Riot and Fat Gum were against the Rapper and Hikichi Tenkai, as the entire fight became an epiphany to Kirishima, which reminded him about the desire that he had to become a professional hero and why he wanted to protect and fight for others. The incident helped him to fully unlock and use the unbreakable technique that he was working on to naturally devise the most out of his hardening quirk. From information now known, the entire fight was later considered to be one of the most underrated in the entire series, from overall premise to implementation. Kirishima was a supporting character, and the entire depiction in the arc was one of the few times where a said supporting character received a fair amount of growth and depth depicted for viewers to see. For clarification, Fat Gum was introduced shortly before the situation as something of a mentor or teacher to Kirishima, and remained depicted within the manga or anime for a period of time afterwards to once again give viewers a sense of an expanded scope of supporting characters. Even the animation as well during the particular fight, showing the pacing of the episodes when in comparison to the manga, were outright brilliant. It was later considered to be one of the best fights in the entire Japanimation. Even once it concluded, there was dialogue from Rappa mentioning that he acknowledged Kirishima as an individual and even desired for a rematch someday, but this never occurred. But in the scope of the original anime that was My Hero Academia, it was occasionally forgotten and overlooked in favor of more important fights. But all aspects of the particular fight and team-up between Red Riot and Fat Gum was an extraordinarily important battle for all involved.